All right, race fans, let's talk about Thursday, June 4th here at Delaware Park. We had beautiful weather once again. We're supposed to have nice weather all week long here at Delaware Park, so come on out here, enjoy some live racing. We had 8 races today, 3 big fields on the turf. We had another big payout in that $3 all-turf Pick 3. We had some nice payouts in the Pick 5s as well. Let's get right to the racing action here from Thursday. Race 1 kicks off the popular early Pick 5. They bet over 46,000 into the early Pick 5 on Thursday. Race 1, we're going a mile 16th on the main track, claiming 7,500, 3 and up, never won 2 lifetime. Let's go to the voice of Delaware Park, Josh Brown, with the call of Thursday's opener.
Away and running. Bad start for Bad Boy Blaze. Good speed in the center for Magic Mikey. King of the World showing good early toe, and Guy Strip is right there too. And coming away a handy 4th is Tall Cotton. Migratory came away in that 5th place position, and Italy is caught a little wide in that 6th place spot. First officers in front of 2, which is Guard of Honor, and Bad Boy Blaze had a stutter step start. 6.5 furlongs to go, and Magic Mikey's at the head of the group on a beautiful day in the first state. Leads by half a length, but Guy's Trip is right there in a menacing presence in that 2nd place position, and Tall Cotton is right there chasing the top 2, 3 paths off the rail. Migratory stays a ground-saving 4th, and Italy has no excuses, tracking 5th but deep on the track. King of the World in the House Colors tracks in 6th. Up the inside, First Officer tries to bridge that divide and closing in slowly. Second to last is Bad Boy Blaze, and Guard of Honor still whips him in. Around the 4 furlong pole they go, and Guy's Trip now surges to strike the front. Magic Mikey has no more to give. Tall Cotton looms a dangerous presence to grab that 2nd place spot, and deep on the track Italy tries to close in 2. 3/8 of a mile to go, and the second choice on the board is Guy's Trip, holding on to a 4-length lead. Tall Cotton, the favorite, is chasing hard in 2nd. Italy goes wide with no response, trying to close in his Guard of Honor, and Migratory went too fast, too quick as they turn to the top of the stretch. Hazelwood sets a light. Guy's Trip in the leads by 3 open lanes. They're homeward bound now, and Guy's Trip has had a winning break. Tall Cotton tries to chase in 2nd. Late on the scene is Guard of Honor passing Italy, but inside the concluding stages, Guy's Trip is nicely clear and has an ever-expanding lead over Guard of Honor. Guy's Trip has won it well. Guard of Honor was 2nd best. Italy got up for 3rd, and Tall Cotton weakened to 4th.
Guy's Trip makes his first start in a Jonathan Farron barn. He goes right to the winner's circle and wins at 7-2 and pays $9.60. He's now a 2-time winner. Nice ride there by jockey Tishon Hazelwood on Guy's Trip, who was 2nd choice there in the wagering to kick off the early Pick 5. Let's turn the page here. Race 2 would kick off the early Pick 4. They bet over 35,000 into the early Pick 4 on Thursday. Race 2, we're going 6 furlongs. Maiden claiming 25,000 for straight 3-year-old fillies. Let's check out the action from race 2.
Away and running. Good speed 1 from the outside from It's Nancy Time. Maggie's Moon showing good early pace, and so is Miss Motown, and the pace is hot. Molly the Great came away in 4th. Missy Moosey is in that 5th place position, and Smoke Show on debut is last of all. So it's a 3-pronged attack with Miss Motown, Maggie's Moon, It's Nancy Time now, and these 3 ladies are stacked across the track in front of the 4 furlong pole. And only 4 lengths down from them is Molly the Great, who tracks in 3rd and gets the rein shaken. Missy Moosey starts to hit her best stride, but is still 7 lengths down from the leaders, and Smoke Show still last of all. So Paco says go, and Miss Motown, the lead, still half a length. Maggie's Moon gets the reins thrown at her and respawns in kind for Hazelwood, and deep on the track, the long shot, It's Nancy Time, and closing in is Missy Moosey as heads turn for home. Miss Motown goes very wide, but still clinging on to the lead. Maggie's Moon gonna fight this one, but here comes Missy Moosey with a rail blitz. And here comes Missy Moosey coming up the fence. Tongues out, and that means a winner. Missy Moosey from off the blistering pace at 5-1 to win. Miss Motown was 2nd. It's Nancy Time was 3rd. And Maggie's Moon was 4th.
Missy Moosey gets up at 5-1 and wins for trainer Greg Compton and jockey Cipriana Gill. 3-year-old filly by Mendelssohn breaks her maiden in career start number 4. She paid $12 to win race 2. Let's take a look here at race 3. Race 3 would kick off the middle Pick 5. It would also start the $3 all-turf pick 3. They bet over 7,800 into the all-turf pick 3 starting here in the third race. We're going a mile and a 16th on the firm turf course with the rail at 22 feet. 16,000 starter allowance for filly mares 3 and up. Optional claiming 16,000. They bet over 39,000 into the middle pick 5 starting this race. They bet almost $500,000 total in this race. Let's check out the action from race 3.
Away and running. Good speed in the center of the pack for Apple Shake Shake. There's the speed of Saucy 6. And also right there is Major Mayhem and Bull Babe. So Bull Babe takes the lead as they link up with the course proper, and Major Mayhem came away in second. Sweet and Feisty tracks the speed in third, and Queen Wilhelmina had a check hard. Saucy 6 rides that rail in front of Pegster, who's a tracking sixth, and Savannah's Rio Guerrera's caught to the inside. Then you have World Builder, who goes very wide around this first turn run, and Hysterics protects that rail position. Go Mischievous is in front of 2, which is Sam River, and Apple Shake Shake broke well and then soon outpace. So in a race that sees not a lot of speed on, it's Bull Babe at the head of the group, but here comes the first move from Queen Wilhelmina, who can wait no more. Queen Wilhelmina now strikes the front, and Major Mayhem is going to keep her company on the front ranks, and these two pass the 4 furlong pole as the team. Then you have Bull Babe tracking in third, and Pegster is right there too in that 4th place position. Saucy 6 continues to ride that rail, and Sweet and Feisty's in mid-flight. Up the fence, Savannah's Rio Guerrera. Deep on the track is World Builder in front of Go Mischievous, then Hysterics. Apple Shake Shake still second last, and Sam River trails. Midpoint around the second turn, Queen Wilhelmina continues this long, steady grind. Major Mayhem asks for a bit more, not responding. Bull Babe rides that rail, and Pegster starts to pick them off one by one. Homeward bound now, and Pegster confronts Queen Wilhelmina at the top of the stretch. Closing in late is Saucy 6. Deep on the track is World Builder, and also Savannah's Rio Guerrera starting to close in too. Here comes Queen Wilhelmina chasing Pegster. Pegster, Queen Wilhelmina, Queen Wilhelmina! Might have got it in the final jump. Photo finish with World Builder in 1:44.20 seconds.
World Builder gets up at 11-1 in the 3-year-old filly by Rock Your World. Now a 2-time winner, gives jockey Cipriano Gil his second win of the day. The Jose Gallegos barn, they're off to a good start. They're hitting at over 50% here to kick off the meet here at Delaware Park. World Builder pays a big $25.20 to win race 3. Let's take a look here at race 4 to kick off the late pick 5. They'd bet over 60,000 into the late pick 5 on Thursday. Race 4, strong handle, over 350,000 total handle. We're going 5.5 furlongs on the main track, beaten claiming 62.50 for filly mares 3 and up. Let's see what happens here in race 4.
Away and running. Good speed from Maybe Lucky and Wild. Right next door to her is Arrivederci, and Keep It Safe is hustled for speed. And Bella Primo was just a touch slow when John said go. Dark Duchess is in front of 1, and Little Crybaby's last of all, so they flash past the 4 furlong pole, and Keep It Safe's the leader by a long neck. Maybe Lucky and Wild is breathing down that rival's neck in second as they go past the 3.5. Bella Prima has no excuses, chasing a good clip of a pace, and the long shot of Arrivederci plummets through the pack. Dark Duchess starts to rally, and last of all is Little Crybaby, but Bella Prima's in hand and in command now, passes the quarter pole, calling the shots by 3. Dark Duchess on the far outside, winding up his Little Cry Baby and holding second for the moment. Maybe Lucky and Wild, but here's Bella Prima looking for the danger, and the only one is Dark Duchess on the far outside, but Bella Prima has kicked away with authoritative strides. Dark Duchess moves to second, Little Cry Baby glides into third. It's all Bella Prima. Dark Duchess was second, Little Crybaby third, and Maybe Lucky and Wild was fourth.
Bella Prima wins at 3-5 to keep the good roll going for the Mike Simone barn. They're off to a strong start here at Delaware Park. Simone, your second leading trainer. Bella Prima gives jockey Paco Lopez his first win of the day. He's your leading rider. Bella Prima went off 3 to 5 and paid $3.20. The 7-year-old mare by Keen Ice, now a 13-time winner. She's now made over $200,000 in career earnings. Great to see a 7-year-old still going strong there in race 4. Let's turn the page here. Race 5 would kick off the late pick 4. They bet almost $30,000 into the late pick 4 on Thursday. Race 5 is our feature of the day, a second level allowance condition for 3-year-olds and upward, optional claiming $32,000. We're going a mile, 70 yards on a firm turf course with the rail at 22 feet. Let's see what happens here in the Thursday feature.
Away and running. Slow to break was At Last. Good speed for Dalinar and Pylon. They break 1-2. Magical Mondays is right there too. And deep on the track is Who's the Green. Who's the King is in that 4th place position, and Eldest Son joins that rival, while Contemplation was in a bit of a claustrophobic spot. That leaves Uncle's Gold second last, and the slow starting strides of At Last is last of all. They swing left, and Dalinar has the point and shows the way by 3/4 of a length. But Magical Mondays is poised to take that rival on, and Who's the King is 3 wide for the backstretch run, passing the 5.5. Pylon continues to protect that rail position, and Eldest Son is in that 5th place position. Contemplation now picks off that rival. Uncle's Gold is still second last, and At Last is getting on track. Midpoint of the backstretch run, and it's Dalinar who continues to lead, but a pesky shadow in Magical Mondays, and they're going quick now, and Pylon trying to size up the both of them. Eldest Son is not far behind. Deep on the track is Contemplation. Here's the favorite, Uncle's Gold, looking for a space to race. At Last is second last, and Who's the King is still on hold, so the plot starts to thicken. Magical Monday strikes the front. Dalinar tries to battle back. Oh, a terrible trip for Uncle's Gold at the top of the stretch. So Magical Monday cuts for the money, leads by a neck. Dalinar battles on, and here comes Pineland, and here comes the gray Eldest Son. Uncle's Gold with a heap of trouble still has the run of the race. It's Pineland who had the jump. Uncle's Gold is getting there. Uncle's Gold and Pineland. Uncle's Gold overcoming trouble at 3 to 5 to win to beat Pineland, Eldest Son, and At Last.
Well, just like the feature on Wednesday, Live Oak Plantation, trainer Mike Chumbetta and jockey Paco Lopez, they win the Thursday feature on Uncle's Gold. What an effort this 4-year-old colt by Uncle Mo turned in. He almost got dropped around the far turn and looked like he lost all contention, then re-rallies in deep stretch to get the money to give jockey Paco Lopez his second win of the day. Uncle's Gold went off 3 to 5, paid $3.40 to win. He's now a 4-time winner from 8 starts. He's made close to $200,000 in career earnings. He set the new track record for a mile 70 yards on the turf course. New track record now, a minute 38.27. The early pick 5 paid $957.60. Congratulations to all the winning connections of Uncle's Gold taking down the Thursday feature. Let's take a look here at race 6 to kick off the final pick 3 of the day. We're going 6 furlongs. Nice group of 5,000 starter allowance runners here. Filly mares 3 and up. Optional claiming 10,000. Let's check out the action here from race 6.
Away and running. Good speed for Shine Like a Diamond. Awesome Pick is right there too. And Miguel's Bell is floated a little wide in the early mix. Misinterpretation gets some pace to chase, and last of all is Bugged Out. It's a close-knit field that is spearheaded by Shine Like a Diamond, the long shot leader. But Awesome Pick has a good rails run if good enough. And Miguel's Bell is pulling hard under the rider's hands in the first 2 furlongs. And there she goes. A distant fourth is Bugged Out, and last of all, Misinterpretation. Around the bend with 3 furlongs to go. Shine Like a Diamond's the leader, but Miguel's Bell is right there trying to pounce on this leader in second. Awesome Pick is 2 lengths down and trying to find the out. Bugged Out is coming alive, and so is Misinterpretation. Around the bend, and here's the quarter pole, and it continues to be Miguel's Bell with that sweet stride and leads by 1 as they turn for home. Miguel's Bell looks for the competition and kicks away by 2 authoritative lengths. Awesome Pick travels hard, and so does Bugged Out. Late on the scene is Misinterpretation, but it's all Miguel's Bell. Miguel's Bell looked good on paper and looked good on the track. Went off as the 9 to 5 second choice. Miguel's Bell beats Bugged Out. Awesome Pick and Misinterpretation was 4th.
Miguel's Bell gives jockey Paco Lopez his third win of the day. He gets the natural hat trick. He won races 4, 5, and 6. He gives this 5-year-old mare, Miguel's Bell, gives trainer Michael Simone his second win of the day. The Simone barn with 8 winners at the meet already. He's your second leading trainer behind Jamie Ness. Miguel's Bell, the 5-year-old mare by Big Drama, now an 8-time winner. She's made over $200,000 in career earnings. She paid $5.80 to win race 6. She was my best bet of the day. I thought she'd be the heavy favorite, but the late money rolled in on Awesome Pick, who went off 7-5. So you get 9-5 on Miguel's Bell and Paco Lopez and Mike Simone. That was a gift. 580 was an absolute gift there in race 6. Let's take a look here at race 7 to kick off the late daily double. We're going 1 mile and a 16th on a firm turf course, rail at 22 feet. Nice 16,000 starter allowance, 3 and up. Optional claiming 16,000. Let's see what happens here in race 7.
Away and running. Slow start for I Wanna Rock. Good speed from double miles, but that was short-lived. Honor Mags comes with a surging run early on. Kitten's Ploy is right there too, and Mach 2 Blue stacks him up 3 across the track. Future Blues is in 4th in front of I Wanna Rock and Ski Bum, and the last 5 include Ragman and Double Miles, who broke well. Aura Chic's in front of 2, which is Saratoga Cruiser, and the early trailer is Babel. That's the 11 of them as they bank left, and it's Mach 2 Blue who comes away with the lead and nursing a 1-length advantage. Honor Mags is on the chase in second, and Ski Bum's out of trouble in that 3rd place position. The long shot I Wanna Rock is in those top 4 positions early on, and trying to move it a little bit closer to that one is Kitten's Ploy. Deep on the track is Our Chic, who's going to cover a lot of ground, but advances at the 4.5, and Future Blues rides the PVC. Ragman tries to pick off that rival in front of Babel. Second to last is Double Miles, and last of the 11 is Saratoga Cruiser. With 3.5 furlongs to go, Honor Mags continues to control the clock, leads by 1. Ski Bum right there poised to pounce in second. Mach 2 Blue needs to dig deep and find more. Aura Chic is coming alive. Riding the rail is Kitten's Ploy. And here comes Babel from downtown. They just passed the quarter pole, and Ski Bum takes the fight to Honor Mags. And Aura Chic is winding up too. Homeward bound now, and Ski Bum kicks for home. Honor Mags tries to match those strides, and Aura Chic is closing in this final 100 yards. Honor Mags is unwavering on the front end. Ski Bum is trying to battle back. Aura Chic is getting closer. Honor Mags is 30-1 to beat Ski Bum. Aura Chic in a photo for 4th.
Big upset winner here in race 7, Honor Mags with the 5-pound bug rider, Yetsit Hazelwood, your top apprentice rider in the country. He gets the money here on Honor Mags at 30-1 for trainer Mark Schumann and owner Makano Racing. $62.20 the win price for Honor Mags, the 4-year-old son of Honor AP, now a 2-time winner. The middle pick 5 that started race 3 and ended with race 7. That paid well. Middle pick 5 paid $2,079.20. If you played that $3 all-turf pick 3 that started race 3, it was races 3, 5, and 7. That paid well today. The all-turf pick 3 paid $1,359. Lots of big payouts there in race 7. Let's take a look here at our 8th and final race. Corrected morning line odds here for race 8. There they are on your screen. They were not correct in DRF in the program. Those are the corrected morning line odds right there here for race 8. We're going 6 furlongs, beaten nickel for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's see what happens here in the Thursday finale.
Away and running. Nice start. Good speed in the center for Raleigh, but that was soon to be evaporated by Araj and Grantic Success. So as the dust settles, as Araj comes away with the lead, but as accompanied by the name of Grantic Success. Raleigh's right there, and so is Latin Spice, and the pace is soft for the level. Midnight Getaway rides the inside. This runs for you as second last, and Curlin's Cruisin' got a lot of late money as last of all. So they navigate the far turn, and the leaders continue to be Raleigh and Grantic Success. Now Raleigh kicks for the money and leads by only half a length. Grantic Success tries to re-rally in second, but in the meantime, this Runs For You is coming alive nicely, and so is Curlin's Cruisin'. Ah Raj has no more to give. Latin Spice is in front of one, and that's Midnight Getaway. Here's the quarter pole for this Runs For You. Now shrugging off the challenge of Raleigh and dealing with the oncoming presence of Curlin's Cruisin' and Grantic Success. They race for home. This Runs For You right down the center of the Delaware Park grass, or dirt I should say, and kicks away by 3. Raleigh's trying to hold second. Curlin's Cruisin' closing in with Grantic Success, but inside the final 70 yards, it's all This Runs For You. Curlin's Cruisin' second, Grantic Success third, and Raleigh weakened to fourth.
This Runs For You had 2 rider changes. Cipriana Gill ended up picking up the winning mount here on This Runs For You, a 6-year-old son of Kozan, now a 6-time winner. He's made close to $200,000 in career earnings. He gives jockey Cipriana Gill his 3rd win of the day, 1st win of the meet for the Jose Arce barn. This Runs For You paid $5.20 as one of the 8-5 favorites here in race 8. The late pick 5 on Thursday returned $435.90. Congratulations, all the winning connections there of This Runs For You. Let's get a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to tell you about one of our features we have for you this Saturday at Delaware Park. All right, welcome back. Beautiful weather on tap for you this Saturday. We have an 8-race card, 3 big fields on the turf. Races 3, 5, and 7 are on the turf. Let me tell you about race 5, one of our features on Saturday. It's a nice first-level allowance condition for 3-year-olds and upward, going 7.5 furlongs on the turf. It drew a field of 10 with 3 AEs. There's some nice horses in here. The 9 Card Trick is your 2-1 morning line favored. The 5-year-old son of Liam's Map for trainer Ned Allard. Carol Sedania will ride this horse, a 5-time winner on the grass. Now, that said, he's 0 for 3 on the grass here at Delaware Park. He does have 2 big seconds here at Delaware Park, and he ran well coming off the layoff, making his 5-year-old debut on Preakness Day down at Laurel in a turf sprint. He rallied for a good 3rd at 23-1, going 5.5. Now he stretches out to 7.5 with Carol Sedania aboard, so the 9 Card Trick will be top, but a bunch of nice runners in here at big prices. The 1 Go Gray was a recent maiden winner on the turf with a big number at Laurel. That horse is 12-1. The 2 Parks has been sprinting on the turf. It looks like he's going to appreciate the stretch out to 7.5 furlongs. The blinkers go on the 2 Parks. The 3 Dominguez, I can't believe he's 15-1 morning line. He's a 3-time winner on the grass. He just ran a real big second on the grass at Laurel, going a mile against Allowance Company. There's a bunch of other tough ones in here. The 6 Sam Stormy was a recent Tampa turf winner back in March. The 8 Hank's Dividing Rod has some good sneaky turf form. The 10 Lundy Loot is 12-1 morning line. This horse will probably be a big long shot of homebred for Dr. and Mrs. Thomas Bowman. Gavin Ashton will ride for Lynn Ashby. Lundy Loot, a 3-year-old by First Mondays. He's making his turf debut on Saturday. They take the blinkers off. First Monday, he's thrown some runners on the turf. At least that horse Magical Mondays that runs well on the turf. So we'll see how Lundy Loot. He has a good form on the main track. He's made over $100,000 on the main track in 10 starts. He's 7 for 10 in the money, so he likes to be right there and pick up checks. I'm hoping he can run a big effort on the turf. I'm going to use him in all my multi-race wagers. That's the 10 Lundy Loot, 12-1. Could be a upset turf winner there in race 5. So looking forward to a big card on Saturday. First race post time about 12:20. The handle for Thursday, pretty good handle on Thursday, a little over $2.4 million. So thanks to all our fans and bettors and horsemen. And of course, thanks to all the horses for putting on a great show. Have a great Thursday night. No racing on Friday. We'll see you back here on Saturday.
There's only one.